Hey guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a recipe. It's made with chuck roast. It's going to be kind of like a beef tips with gravy kind of recipe. I'm just going to wing it as I go. If it turns out great, then I'll put the recipe up. But yeah, I just wanted to film this because I've never made it before and it sounds really good. I've been craving roast, but I didn't want to make a roast. I wanted to do something a little different. So we'll just see how it turns out. Okay, so here I have my chuck roast, and I'm just gonna cut it up into little, about inch and a half pieces. This could have been a little bit easier if I put it in the freezer for a little bit, but I just brought it home. And I got this at Aldi. I've never bought a roast from there before. So hopefully it turns out good. I just dropped my oldest daughter, Madison, off at track and then came home to get dinner ready. And my husband, Chris, will pick her up when he gets off. It's cutting pretty easily. Okay, I'm using the INSTAPOT for this recipe. You could use the crock pot or your stovetop oven, whatever you want, but I'm gonna use my INSTAPOT since it's kind of late. It's about 4:30 already. And I just set it on the normal saute and I'm just preheating it. I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil into it and then let that heat up. And I got some flour in this bowl and I put about a tablespoon of garlic, a little bit of rosemary, about a teaspoon and a half of Italian seasoning, about 2 teaspoons of onion powder, just about 2 teaspoons of Lowry's. You want your beef really seasoned. Garlic and herbs, salt-free, Miss Dash, or Dash, whatever it's called. And then some pepper. Just season it to taste how you like it. Okay, then I'm gonna get my beef into the flour. I'm just gonna toss it to coat it. I'm gonna throw it in the INSTAPOT, let it brown up real nice, and I'll show you that. Okay, so I'm gonna put my olive oil, about a tablespoon, and get that heating up. And then I'm gonna get my beef into the flour. I love cooking. I just feel like you could just do whatever you want. I like to look at a recipe and then make it my own. And if it turns out good, then that's great. And if it doesn't, well, I won't make it again. But I just like playing around with stuff. I've always really liked cooking. I don't like cleaning up after. That's the problem. All right, and then I have my tongs and I'm gonna put it in. Try not to overcrowd your pot or whatever you're working with to brown your beef because they won't brown evenly. So I just have the last bit of beef going. It's almost done. And then I'm gonna take it out and put it in a bowl. And then I'll show you what I do. Okay, as you can see, there's like stuff on the bottom, like the flour and the beef on the bottom. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little more avocado oil, like 2 teaspoons. And then I'm gonna go in, I got a bag of baby carrots because I don't want this to be like roast. It's kind of like roast, it's like roast adjacent. But I'm gonna put my baby carrots on the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and use the whole bag. And I'm just gonna get those all I'm gonna kind of brown them a little bit. Just a little bit, just to get the rawness off. And they'll pick up some of those little bits on the bottom. Alright, now I'm just gonna take them out. Okay. Then I'm gonna go in with some beef broth, and I'm gonna do about a cup and a half. About 2 cups. And then I'm gonna put, I chopped up 2 onions in about 1 inch big. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with a wooden spoon and just, if you don't scrape up all the little pieces on the bottom of your Instapot, it will read hot and it'll stop cooking in the middle of you pressure cooking. So you wanna get them all up as much as you can. Alright, so I'm going to add some more seasonings. I'm going to go in with my garlic powder again. A couple teaspoons. My rosemary. Again, a couple teaspoons. Some fresh cracked black pepper. About half a teaspoon. And then the dash. About a teaspoon. And I think that's all I'm going to put in it. I haven't added any salt yet, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little pinch of salt. About a half a teaspoon. All right, so then I'm gonna go ahead and add my meat back and my carrots, and then I'm gonna put it on pressure. I'm gonna do normal for probably about 30 minutes. And then I'm gonna make some mashed potatoes to go with it. Put on for about 35. All right. Okay guys, so the pressure cooker's off and it's still not completely done. I'm gonna put it on for just a little bit longer, but I added the corn, peas, and green beans. They're in there somewhere. I only put 1 can in, but it smells really good. And I'm just gonna let it go on saute for about another 20 minutes just to get everything a little bit more cooked. All right guys, it is done.